Shalom, brothers and sisters. How are you? I hope that all of you are well and in good health, and also always in God's covering. The title that I have been given today is Greater Blessings in the Marketplace. I repeat, greater blessings in the marketplace. So some of you may ask, what is a marketplace? The marketplace is actually a place where we work, or we have our duties, or where we have dealings. For example, places like offices, restaurants, if you work in schools, and even shopping malls or factories, that is called marketplace. So is it just a place? Marketplace is actually the people that we always have dealings with. For example, if we are clerks, our marketplace would be our manager, our supervisor, our employer, or even our customers. And these people that we have dealings every day when we do our duties or even our businesses. That is called marketplace. So today is the third day of FGA's Fast and Pray from the 12th to the 25th January 2024. So I hope that all of you can persistently until we finish the 14th day of prayer and fasting. So greater blessings in the marketplace. The example that I will be taking from the Bible is this servant of God named Joseph. Who is Joseph? Joseph is one of the sons of Jacob. Jacob is the descendant of Abraham and Isaac. And after that, one of Jacob's sons is Joseph. See, Joseph is his father's favorite son. His father loved Joseph indeed, until his brothers became jealous of Joseph, and they were so jealous that this jealousy became hatred towards Joseph from 11 of his brothers. So for one day, Joseph was sold by his brothers to all these traders that were passing by, and he was sold as a slave. And when they reached Egypt, Joseph was then sold again to someone named Potiphar. Potiphar is actually a high-ranking official in the palace to the Pharaoh. And when Joseph was sold to Potiphar, after a long time, Potiphar actually gave Joseph the responsibility of managing his whole household. Why? Because number one, Joseph is hardworking and he was righteous. Number two, he is always self-improving. So we can learn something from Joseph, because he's someone that's hardworking. So we can be hardworking. Maybe in our marketplace, we have to be hardworking, we have to be righteous, and at the same time, we have to always improve ourselves. Self-improvement. How? For example, today, we can improve ourselves in terms of computing, and we can improve ourselves to understand the programs in the computer, so that we can become more effective in our work. Maybe our calculations. And Joseph learned the Egyptian language. At the same time, we can also learn other languages. If you want to learn Chinese, you want to learn English, French, German, Korean, Japanese, and so on. All these are self-improvements, and our values in the marketplace will be higher. Potiphar, he handed the responsibility of the household to Joseph, as we know. And he trusted Joseph because Joseph was loyal, hardworking, and he was righteous. And because of that, he became a witness to Potiphar in the marketplace. Joseph is also a good-looking man, and Potiphar's wife tried to seduce him, but Joseph rejected her and he ran from sin. The wife then accused Joseph. Just like in the marketplace, we can also be accused by others. And he was jailed. And in the word of the Lord in the book of Genesis, chapter 39, verse 21, here it says, Joseph was joined with the Lord. He showed him kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the warden. And so Joseph was in charge of the whole prison, that he is in charge of all the affairs and matters of the prison. And at the same time, he also became a witness to the warden. See, the prison at the time was underground. So you can feel if today you felt that you are like in a prison, maybe in your factory, because your supervisor is not fair, your employer doesn't want to raise your salary, there's many politics in your office, the environment is not good, it's like a prison. Also, when in prison, Joseph used all the gifts that was given to him by God. He could interpret dreams until he was successfully in interpreting the dreams of the Pharaoh, and Pharaoh took him and make him like a prime minister or a high-ranking official in Egypt at that time. And Joseph didn't forget that he was in prison for 2 years. And if we feel that we are like in prison, then God is with us, and God is always trying to bring us to a higher level. And because of his interpretation that was accurate, Egypt was saved from this calamity and economical crisis that fall upon the world. And because of his serving, Egypt became one of the most prosperous countries, and they have abundance of food because of Joseph's serving. So we have to be like Joseph, whether we are in Potiphar's house, in the prison, or a high-ranking officer. We have to be a witness for God. We have to bring greater blessings no matter where we are, which is the marketplace. As a conclusion, we have to be hardworking, we have to be righteous, trusted, always improving, effective. We have to segregate ourselves so that the Lord will be with us. And we have to use all the gifts given to us by God so that we can reach the highest level we can in our respective marketplace. That is all for my sharing. May God bless all of us. Amen.